Hello everyone, welcome to the daily coding challenge where I'll be trying to solve one or two problems every day. Let's start with this. Given two arrays both a and b of length n, you will merge these arrays forming another array c of length 2n. You have to find the maximum length of a subarray consisting of equal values across all arrays c that could be obtained. A merge of two arrays results in array C composed by successively taking the first element of either array as long as that array is empty and removing it. After this step, the element is appended to back of C. We repeat this operation as long as we can at least till at least one array is non-empty. These are the constraints given to us, and these are the subarrays. So 2 can be merged as 2 comma 2, and this can be merged as 1 2 3 4 5 6 or any other way. But after all, we need a maximum length of subarray which has equal values across all merges. And then there is another this array where we can merge it like this. There's an optimal way of merging this where we'll get 5 number of 2's continuously or 5 number of 1's, and we can just add it here. So the basic thing is merging can be done in any ways. Like, let me just show you. So let us assume, let's take this array as an example. 2 1 1 1 1. Now this will be our C where I'll merge 1, then I'll pick 2 from either of the array. Like I can take first element of either of the array. So I'll take 2 from this array. Then remaining 4 2's I'll take it from here, and I'll take it from here. There is this one type of merging. Or either I can take 1, or first I'll prefer to take 2, then I'll take 1 from here, and all 1's from here. This is another way of merging. So what we have to do is find the maximum length of subarray consisting of equal values. Okay, let's assume this is our test case where we have. So what can we do here is I'll take 1 3, then triple 2, then 1, because I can just take these two, both 2 from here and these 2 from here. So if you go with any type of array, let's take 1 2 2 2 1, then 3 4 5 6 7 2 2. So now what can I do is I'll merge these elements 1, then I'll add this 3 4 5 6 7, and I'll be left with these 2 here and these 2 here, and yeah, then I'll be good to go where I'll get 5 number of 2's here. So the maximum length of subarray consisting of equal values will be 5 again for me. So the problem is quite easy. What we have to look is just the maximum amount of, like, if you see the constraints here, AI is between 2n and BI is between 2n. So we can just make a frequency array of for both the A and B arrays where I'll be storing the frequency by index. So here one has index, one has frequency 2, then 2 has a frequency of 3, then remaining elements have 0 frequency. Similarly here 3 has frequency 1, 4, 5, 6 here, and then I'll go for this 2 here. So our aim is just to maximize the length. So here the maximum length will be 2 number of 3, like 3 2's from this array, then 2 amount of 2's will be taken from this array. So basically we'll get 3 plus 2 equals to 5. That's the main thing. If you look closely, let's say I'll create some another example. Now what I'll do is I'll create a frequency A array and frequency B array where I'll be storing the frequencies of elements by indices. So 1 has 0 frequency here, 2 has 1 frequency here, and remaining others has 0, whereas 4 has 1, 3 also has 1. and then 1 2 3 4 5, 5 has 1 and meaning 0. Now similarly here 5 has 2, frequency of 2, and then 1 2 3 have 1 1 1 respectively, 4 has 0 and 0. Like there will be till 2n elements, since there are here n equals to 5, so there will be frequency of n equal to 10 elements over here, 2 into n. Now what I have to do is just add and see which will sum up to the maximum, because after all we'll be getting those only. Like suppose I decided to append 5 3 4 first for this both arrays, then I'll append this 5 for both the arrays, I mean for this array, then I'll start appending this 5. So basically I'll just get 2 plus 2 4, which will be maximum frequency. Now suppose, let us assume if I had a 2 here and 5 here, let me just clear it. Okay, 3 4, now 2 5 5. What will I do is I'll just merge 3 4 2 into the C array, then I'll start appending those 5s in this array. So that's the thing. Now if I store the frequency, I'll just iterate through the I equals to 1. I'll iterate I equals to 1 to I equals to 2 into n. Then I'll just add up those sum of those frequencies. After summing up those frequencies, I'll just find which one has, like fa is the frequency in the array A of the element I, and fb is the frequency of b in the of that element I in the array B, because both array A and B can contain element between 1 to 2 and only. So then I'll just maximize fa of I and fb of I. That's the thing which we can do here. So this might be done in big of n time complexity, since our constant are 2 into 10 power 5. So yeah, maybe explain it clearly. We'll just move to the coding part. First of all, I'll just take the arrays as input. Let me just do it as one based indexing, because it might be easier for us to store the frequencies rather than zero based indexing, which is the default one. Okay, now I'll just create two arrays, fa of 2 elements, where I'll be initializing each frequency by zeros, and each fb 2 into n plus. So before coding, I'll just tell you what's the logic real quick. So first, let me just take the old example which I've taken from my side. 3 4 2 5 5. Then we'll go with 5 5 1 2 3. Just add a new page. So what I'll just do is I'll run the array through. I'll just I'll create an dummy index, like an index called as k equal to 1. So I'll iterate from here to here. If this both elements are not equal, first of all I'll iterate from I is equal to 2 to I equals to n. If a of I not equal to a of I minus 1. So what, we didn't get an equal, I mean we didn't get equal values till now. So it's obvious here a of I not equal to a of I plus minus 1. Now if this happens, then what will I do is p is my element, so I will be having frequency arrays respectively of length 2n and frequency array b of length 2n. So what I'll do is frequency in the array a of I, I'll be just doing the plus plus. No, wait. So I'll set it as maximum of the existing frequency comma, where my index is k, so k minus, or I mean I minus k. What is I minus k? I equals to 2, k equal to 1. So 2 minus 1, 1. So till now we got only one element, so that's why 2 minus 1. So then I'll set my k equals to I. Now suppose I have moved till 5. Then till now my k will have been k equal to 1. Now k will be equals to 2. Or else I'll set k equal to 2. Not wait. No, yeah, k equals to 1 is a good thing to set. So I will have set k equal to 1. Now till now if I move till here, what will be the value of k for me? 2, 3. So let's say k equals to 3 at this point. Hmm. I minus k. What is I? Yeah, sorry. So here I will be here 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be 4 here. So this condition won't be like, this condition will not be disobeyed. We'll further move to this one. I mean, I of I will not be equal to a of I minus 1 at this place also. Then my f of a of I, which means f of a of I will be 1. Then my k will be set to 4. Then I'll move to one other element. So, but this will be equal to a of I minus 1. So what I'll do is at the end of an array, I'll again add a command stating that f of a equal to maximum of frequency a of the last element, comma n minus p plus 1. So now what will be n minus p? I mean sorry, k, not p. My k will be set to 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will go till here. Now 5 minus, no, it will be set to 4. No, wait. And my k will be set to 4. I'll go to fifth element. At the end of the array, when I iterate to the fifth element, I'll just do 5 minus 4 plus 1, which equals to 2. So f of a will be maximum of 1 comma 2, and which will be 2. If you didn't get it, let me just explain more clearly. I'll just explain it again. Let's say I have taken this array, and what I'm doing is I have set an index k equals to 1. Now if I go to this element, if my if condition will be that if a of I not equals to a of I minus 1. But here they both are equal. So I guess nothing will happen. I'll just move forward to this element. Now a of I will not be equal to a of I minus 1. I mean a of 1 will not be equal to this thing. So when they are not equal, then I'll just repeat the same thing which I did here, which will be max of a frequency of a of I comma I minus k. Maybe this should be I minus 1. Yeah, now it will be fine for me. Then f of a of I minus 1 is equal to maximum of f of a of I minus 1 comma I minus k. Yeah, if I take I, it will be a wrong answer because I'll just focus on one frequency and 5 will not be focused. Then my I will be 1, 2, 3. So 3 minus 1, which equals to 2. Now this will be going towards here. I think this solution might work. It will work probably. I'll initialize the value k equals to 1, then int of a of n. First I'll iterate from 2 to n, plus plus, if a of I not equals to I minus 1, similarly I'll do the same for b, the array b. I'll again reinitialize k equals to 1. Now time for calculating the answer. If you didn't get how the code works, just try implementing it yourself and make changes to few variables. I mean, just you can just output the frequency array and just see how the frequencies are being stored here. Okay, I did the same mistake again. I have to set it to I minus 1. Now it will work. Why is it failing again? Okay, okay. 1, 1, 2, 3. If I try doing this, okay, it was the wrong thing. Mm, mm, We have made mistakes somewhere. We'll try printing the frequency arrays. Hmm. This is where we are making mistake. Now how do I fix it? Hmm. I think there's a problem in this thing. Now this will work. Okay. 1 1. We got triple one. 1 time 4 times. Okay, okay, fine. I think now our code might work. No problem with the indices. Well, let's just submit and look. Okay, and got accepted. Next question. So this is the next question. Maths teacher at school, he was sent on vacation for 10 days for his good work. Dima has long dreamed of going to a ski resort where so he wants to allocate several consecutive days and go for skiing. Since the vacation requires careful preparation, he will only go for at least 8 days. You are given an array A containing the weather forecast at the resort. That is, on the 8th day, the temperature will be AI degrees. Dima was born in Siberia, so he can go vacation only if the temperature does not rise above Q degrees throughout the vacation. Unfortunately, Dima was so absorbed in abstract algebra that he forgot how to count. He asks you to help him and count the number of ways to choose vacation dates at the resort. Number of test cases, description of test cases, and then we have length and of array, minimum number of days at resort, and maximum comfortable temperature for her. Contains temperature at the ski resort. Okay. Number of ways to output t integers. Answer to corresponding test case. Number of ways for Dima to choose vacation dates and the result. So it's like based on combinatorics, I guess. Let's just read the question. 315. Yeah, it's a simple question. There will be 3 factorial ways for her to choose here. The temperature does not rise above Q degrees. So none is above Q degrees, here 15 degrees. So how many ways, like how many days she has to go? At least K days. So this is a general permutation combination question. I think it might be easy for us to do. What is 3C1? 3 factorial by 1 factorial into 2 factorial. It's 3. No, no, no. It doesn't work. You have to select any one element out of these 3. Vacation dates. NKQ. Minimum number of days at the resort. Okay. Okay, okay, got it. These are the minimum number of days. 1 is the minimum number. Either she can choose 1 day, which has 3 ways of selecting. Either she can select 2 days, which if she select 3 days, again she'll have one method of selecting, and remaining there will be 4 methods of selecting other 2 days. These both, and then this both. Let's see the third test case. So the thing is, temperature should not rise above Q degrees throughout the vacation. So it can be Q degrees. 4, 3, 12, NKQ. 12, 12, 10, 15. So we have to eliminate this, and she has to select minimum 3 days. Answer is 3C1 plus 3C2 plus 3C3 if she had to select minimum 1 day. Or else just 3C3 is our answer, which is 1. Or in the first test case we had 3C1. What is the value of 3C1? It's 3. And 3C2, 3C3, 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 0 factorial, it's 1. And 3C2, 3 factorial by 2 factorial to 1 factorial, which is again a 3. And 3C1, 3 factorial by 1 factorial into 2 factorial, this is also 3. We are getting 7 ways. I guess I made somewhere mistake. 3 factorial by 3 factorial into 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1, and we get a 1 here. 3C1 plus 3C2 plus 3C3. Minimum 1 day. 3 ways of selecting 1 date, and okay, I think we have to choose the consecutive days. This is the constraint given, consecutive date. Well then, I have to create a new array where I'll be storing the elements like -5, 0, -10, 1. What will the value of k till 2 into 10 power 5? Okay, and test cases, we have 10 power 4 test cases. Let's just try coding it up. It looks a simple problem. NKQ int n, int k, sin k, int q, sin q, comma n. Oh, wait, let me just create a vector. n, k and q, vector v. Again I have to go through it. If v of I greater than k, then v dot pop back v of I. So this might work, or else I have to create a multiset. Can we iterate through multiset? Hmm. These two, and then this two. Ceiling of 3 by 2. I'm only bothered about the length of the final array after all. It doesn't matter what elements are there in our vector after we sort them out on the basis of the temperature. Then I'll just decrement the value of n, or else let me create a duplicate index. And t equals to n, then t minus minus. Okay, well, then the value of t will be 3 here. Now I'll just iterate from for int I equals to k, comma I less than or equal to n, I plus plus I equals to 1 to I equals to 3. 3 by 1. We'll be getting 3 ways here. Answer, I'll set answer equals to 0. Now answer equals to uh, t ceiling of 1.0 into t divided by k. Now see out answer, and this might work now. Hmm. You have to look for consecutive days. Okay, wait a minute. I'll just be back. Yeah, let's continue. Mm, t equals to 3, I equals to 1 to n, 3 by 1 is 3 plus 2. 3 by 2 is ceiling of 3 by 2 is 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Then 3 by 3 is 1. N K Q. Vector V. Okay. Then T minus. Let me just print T and C. Okay. Wait. I have to divide it by I. I not T. 6 0 to 114. The third test case 1 2 3. I'll be having 3 elements here left over with me. So I equals to 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's try now. I was using the original length. Maybe that's where I made mistake. Now we are left with the last test case where we have to fix our code for 3 3. Nothing is great. 5 is greater than 3. N K Q. What is Q? That's the degree. And N, K and Q. K is the amount of minimum consecutive days. If we see clearly, for at least K days. Not at most. It's at least K days. So the minimum value of selecting consecutive numbers will be K. K will be ranging from 1 to the length of the array. In our case, the length of array will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what will the length of array is? Hmm. If so, the value of n will be 5. The new value of n, I mean, where I have just removed this 5 from the game. 0, 3, minus 2, minus 4, minus 4, t by I, t equals to 5. Now 5 by 1 is one method, then 5 by 2, CL of 5 by 2 plus CL of 5 by 3 plus CL of 5 by 4 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is 6, 5 by 2 is 3. Hmm. Then this thing which we have. If seal doesn't work, then we have to try using floor, the floor function. I think floor will work probably. What I need is I need consecutive ways of calculating these both, then these both, and these both. There's one way, two way, three ways, and four ways of doing it. So it is 5 minus 2 plus 1. Now there are how many ways of selecting 3? 5 minus 3 plus 1. 3 ways. 3 ways 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the good thing. Better than seal of t by I. T minus I plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 1 plus 1, there are 5 ways. Then 5 minus 2 plus 1. So 3, 4. Then will be 4 ways. 5 minus 3 plus 1. Then 5 plus 5 minus 2 plus 1. 4. Then 5 minus 3 plus 1. Where we can select at least 3 consecutive days as well. Okay. If we remove this 5, then we don't have to consider this. It's a tricky problem. The thing is that this we have to select consecutive dates, but this cannot be selected because it contains 5 in it, and 5 is greater than 3. What I can do is, in selecting one date, I can select these 5 of them, and selection of two dates, I can select these both, and these both. And in selection of 3 days, I can select these 3, and yeah, that's it. I can select. There's only one way of selecting 3 dates. I cannot select this these 3 at a time, 3 minus 2 and minus 4, because we have 5 in it. And if I remove 5, then the number of there will be nothing as consecutive days. The days won't be consecutive. I'm just jumping one day and selecting that date. What I need is consecutive amount of dates. So how can this be done? Well, this is a good problem actually. If I try using some indicators like 0, 0, 0, -1, 0, 0. This is the invalid date. Now, if it is -1, we don't have to consider it. This will be sigma of what are the elements in this. Like, let's assume there are some k elements which are before this -1. K minus k minus wait, we just confused it. Let it be p minus k plus 1, or let it be I plus 1. Sigma of p minus I plus 1, where I equals to 1 to p. P plus 1 minus sigma I equals to 1 to p. 1 2 until p. P plus 1 minus sum of n elements is n into n plus 1 by 2. P into p plus 1 divided by 2. So if I take p plus 1 common, 1 minus p by 2. This is the thing. Similarly for this one. So here p is 3. 4 minus 6. Oh wait, 3 into 4 by 2. 3 into 2 is 6. How can this be negative? Summation of p minus I plus 1. Summation of p plus 1 equals to 1 to p. So it's p into p plus 1. P into p plus 1 by 2. 3 into 4 by 2 is 6. Plus 2 into 3 by 2. 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, I understood. Okay, well, I got the idea. So wherever there's a temperature which is greater than our required temperature, 1 minute, what I'll do is I'll label it as -1. How do I raise it? Wait a minute. I need a huge eraser for this. What I'll do is I'll label the element as -1 and remaining others as zeros. Wherever I get the temperature as which is does not satisfy the requirement, which is above the threshold temperature or the temperature which he needs to go for the vacation. 12, 12, 10, 15. I'll just label it as 0, 0, 0, -1. And I'll store these three in an array amount of elements or in a vector. So So integer array of n elements, I'll be initializing them. Then I to n Cn of I. If I is greater than q, then I'll set ai as -1, else ai as 0. Then vector int v. The great thing about vectors is that we can adjust their length. So feel that accessibility of the vectors made this problem easier for us to do. For int I equals to 0, if ai is greater than, no, wait, int k equals to 0, if a of ai equals to -1, then we dot push back k minus I. Suppose if this is -1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3 minus 0, then I'll set as k equals to I. For auto IT v, answer equals to 0, answer plus or equals to it into it plus 1 divided by 2. See out answer. Okay, let's try this. Failed. Okay. I knew that would happen. So I'll just declare it as P. Hmm. Here the minimum value of k, suppose it is 2, then 3 minus 2 plus 1. Sigma I is equal to 2 to whatever is the value here, the it, iterator of the vector. Then I have to sum them up. 3 minus it minus I plus 1. If I equals to k, let us say it plus 1 into sigma I is equal to k to it minus sigma I is equal to k to the iterator into I. Now this is the main thing here actually. K plus 1 till the iterator element. This is the sum of AP. S is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. So what is n by 2? It minus k divided by 2 into k plus it. Suppose I have to calculate 1 to n. So that is n by 2 into n plus 1. Yeah, n is nothing but it plus it minus k, where we have it minus k elements. 1, 2, 3. How many two elements? No, sorry. There will be plus 1 here. So it minus k plus 1 divided by 2 into k plus it. Well, this might work now. Answer plus or equal to it minus k plus 1 into k plus it divided by 2. Negative values. If I don't add the summated expression, then I'll get a TLE. That's for sure. Then what can I do? Hmm. 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0. We'll try on the last test case. I'll just print and see what does IT contain. Mm, how is this minus 3? We need a 3 here, not minus 3. P equals to 0. So if this is minus 1, then we dot push back P minus I. Okay, I minus P, not P minus I. I minus P. Then P will be equals to I. P is now equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. P is equal to 3. 6 minus, that will be only two elements here now, which we have to consider. Let's try now. 3 and then 3. No, 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 no. I'm just confused with the test cases. Let me copy and paste them again. Okay, okay, well, they are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 minus 2. Now the value of, wait, there's only one here. Let me check in this array. It's 1, 0. All of the values will be 0. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0. 0. Is not greater than 0, 1. And then 2. Minimum is 5. Suppose minimum was 1. I will have done it. Hmm. 80 minus k plus 1. 3 minus 1. 3 into 3 into k plus IT. 4 by 2, it's will get us 6 here. But then we have to remove this condition. IT greater than or equal to k. When what was that condition? IT less than or equal to k. 3 elements and our value of k is 1. should be greater, not less than equal to. Or else I'll just remove it. That will be good. Now let's try doing it. Okay, 60300. Well, we have succeeded so far, but there's a problem with this third test case if you look closely. I guess I need to print the iterators again. Okay, and the value of it is 3. 3 minus 3 plus 1, 1 into 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by 2. There's error with our summation formula. Sigma I equals to 1 to, no, I just 3 minus 3 plus 1. Hmm. 3 minus 3 plus 1. Maybe this might work. Let's try the summation of code. Submit. Okay, okay. It was expected. Third number differ. Expected 3, font 5. What is the third number here? 3, 2, 4. Answer will be 3. Then maybe there is error with my summation formula, which I need to redesign again. So let us assume we have IT elements, and then what I need is IT minus I plus 1, where summation I goes from IT to K to IT. This only happens if K is less than or equal to IT. Okay, or else we'll get a negative answer, that's for sure. Then IT plus 1 into K plus 1 it plus 1 into it minus k plus, or no wait, there's a minus here, minus I k plus 1 up till it, n by 2 into a plus l it minus k divided by 2. What is then the number of elements? So there will be plus 1 by 2 into a plus l k plus it. This is the final formula. Again, I feel it's a wrong formula because it just simply cannot be an odd number here. Yeah, so after working out with the formula, I came out with this final thing. Yeah, it was the same thing after summing them up and simplifying it further. So this is our final formula. Just we have to apply if it is greater than or equal to k, then only we can choose at least k amount of holidays, or else we cannot choose. So all we have to do is just submit this code because it passed on these pre-tests. Let's just submit and see. Okay. Mm, where do I check my submissions? Mm, I got a wrong answer on test again. Oh, okay, okay, it got accepted. Well, that's fine. Which one is the wrong answer on test 2? Okay, okay, fine. This was my current code which I have written it. Yeah, then that's it for today.